Alright, as the start of a new series, I got this Polaris Indy XLT. It's got the 600cc triple. Pretty good track on it. It's got its problems. Seats ripped. This ski's all messed up. The hood's messed up, but you'll have that. $300. It supposedly runs, but the carbs are out of whack. So hopefully, whenever I pick up this video next, it could be weeks from now, most likely, because I don't have motivation for these things half the time, but I've just been working. So yeah, we're going to probably tear off them carbs soon, and we'll get this thing going. He said he got it running today when I went to pick it up, but it idled up real quick and the belt grabbed, so he had to shut it down real quick, because you don't want your sled running through your garage. But for $300, came with a bill of sale and a registration card, so if I get it running, I can ride it. You can see through the hood, see that purple head triple, the extra light triple. So yeah, let's see what happens. I got a snowmobile, and doesn't work. Let's fix that. As you can see in here, we got the XLT, extra light triple, and today we're gonna start tearing into the carbs. It's got a new fuel pump, new fuel lines. Our issues rely in the fact these carbs are out of whack, and this brake is out of whack. Those are our two main problems. It's got other problems, but this and the carbs being out of whack are the main ones. So we're gonna start taking a look at them. Looks as if I can just use my screwdriver here, get most of this figured out. Where is the screw at? I don't know if I'm not screwing on anything. There we go. Now I'm screwing on things. That one's loose. It's in rough shape, as you can tell. $300 for it. It's got some questionable modifications to it. First one right here is that they put this at such a weird angle. Gotta like shove my screwdriver in through this way. Don't tell me if I'm breaking things. I'd rather live in ignorance. So let's get to removing on things. There you go. There's carb number 1. Thankfully this guy has numbered them. Well, this one isn't numbered, but the rest of these are. This one's 2, this one's 3, and this one's 1, obviously, if it's not 2 or 3. That's on there. Ow. Come around to that side. Noticing the drawbacks of having 3 carbs already is that there's 3 of everything. So what is this here for? What are all these? Someone tell me what that all is about. But this, oh man, that's clean. So this thing might actually be in pretty good shape internally. Maybe we'll just pull apart this first one, and if it seems good, then we'll just adjust the, actually no, that's not smart. I'll just take them all apart. It's not that much extra work. Oh yeah, that's clean. That's nice in there. Hopefully the rest of it's all that good. Oh, and I figured out what the clip in here was for. I'm not that well immersed in the world of snowmobiles, so it took me a bit to figure it out. But this goes through here. If I can get it to go in. There we go. But let's not put that in, because the guy said when he started it, that's why I got to adjust the carbs. When he started it, belt hooked up right away and then started running away from him. That's not good, especially with the fact that the brakes don't work. You see, there's no pressure in that at all. Oh, it's not on screen. Well, the noise you heard, the squeaking, was me pushing the brake that doesn't do anything because it's seized. So that's probably going to cost me $1 gajillion, knowing the age of it. But alright, let me grab a wrench so I can take out that part. Oh. Boy, get off my table. There's a squirrel or a mouse there. That's who I was yelling at. So don't mind him. He's just doing his thing. He ain't hurt nobody. Alright. There we go. I think I do gotta get a new choke lever, because that one's busted. But we're gonna see. My neighbor has one. We'll see if I can borrow from them. Alright, so these are overflow lines, it appears. But these lines seem to connect between all the carbs. No, stop doing that. I'm going to disconnect that line, and it's gonna break. Watch. Boom. Alright, we good. One carb off. Luckily, this is, let's focus up. This is the stock Mikuni, made in Japan. Which doesn't add up perfectly in my mind, because I'm pretty sure Polaris is an American company. But, I don't know. We'll see. Let's bring the camera over to here, and I'm going to take apart on this carb. That seat is a part we got to work on, because it's all ripped up. Ooh, don't do that. Don't skip. That's how you do it. Some people will say you need to get a carb kit. I think those people are weak. Nor the fact I'm leaving gas everywhere. That was someone else. And I don't. That's gonna fall in there. Alright. Remind me later that the screws are in the footwell for the bottom of the carb. Gotta make sure the float is good. Gotta make sure that, you know, stuff works. The jet properly. All that stuff. I got the factory adjustments on my phone, so I'm gonna have to pause when I look for those, but once I see it once, I should be good for the rest of them. Maybe I'll only show myself going through one carb, so you're not watching me do the same thing 3 times, because it's got 3 carbs. Boom. Just a little tech tip. Hey, it does got a gasket. Those seem good. In theory. Everything in here. Yeah, I can see through that one already. This is technological. That one's good too. Let's take that one out. Let's take that one out just to check on it. That screwdriver's too big. Let me grab my other one. Better not be on the table again, buddy. Here's to hoping. Probably is. It is not. Well, that's awfully inconvenient. New screwdriver. Little one. Not a universal one. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We got little one. Oh, it might actually be a little clogged. There we go, it's clear now. Now remember, always do that, because you need to get a little bit of gas in your lungs from time to time. Keep them on edge, you know. You don't want them getting too comfortable, because then they'll get weak. It's like if you stop working out, you always got to work out your lungs. Let me check what this setting is supposed to be and what my... Where is it? Oh, this and this. Oh, this is just, I'm guessing, yeah, it's oil line, I believe. Because this is an oil pump delete. Okay, let me check the air and idle screw settings. Alright, so it's supposed to be 1 for the air, or for the fuel screw, or air screw, I can't tell. I forgot already. Let's see what it was. I just turned it the wrong way. So 1/2, 1. So we were good. Let's keep it there. Let's see. I don't know if that one is the cutaway. I always call it an idle screw. So I don't know where to set it, but maybe it's a cutaway, because it's the only other thing, the only other setting I've seen. So in all the way, right there. 1/2, 1, 1/2, 2, 1/2, 2 1/2. Alright, I'm gonna figure out later that was probably really wrong. But I'd rather set the idle too low than too high, because I don't want it to blow itself up and just scream off into the abyss. Ooh, yeah, just put a little hole in my seat, that's alright. Oh, it didn't, it was just caught on something, alright. That's cool. But everything in here looks good. So I think we're gonna call that a day for this carb. And yeah, I didn't count what it was when I took it apart for how many spins it was inwards. I don't think I did for the air screw or fuel, one of the two. Wait, air screw. If it's on this side, or I guess if it's on this side, it's an air screw. It's on the air side. But if it's on this side, it's a fuel screw. It's controlling how much fuel's going in. This is controlling how much something. I don't know, I forgot. Don't let me teach you. I'm not a good teacher. Luckily, since it's not... Oh, it is Japanese. This carb is. Well, at least these aren't the awful Japanese screws where they have the Japanese standard Phillips, where it's slightly different than a Phillips and will strip out anytime you look at it. Those are fun. If you're ever wondering, why doesn't my Why doesn't my bolts want to come out? You gotta get a Japanese type screwdriver, like the Japanese standard or something it's called. Look it up, you'll find it. Most likely. Maybe you won't. In which case, then I guess you'll have no clue, and you'll just be left with wonder. Alright, I'm gonna do the rest of them off camera, unless I find something interesting, and then I'll pick back up where we left off. So I think we've calculated out that Sittler's a liar, because every one of these pilot jets were clogged, and 2 out of 3 of the main jets were clogged. This one and cylinder 2 was clogged. Cylinder 1 was fine. So I'm not sure if he was being honest. Maybe he was, and that's why it was running so bad. But it's the last carb taken apart. We're gonna put in the settings on the air and idle screw. We're gonna hope 2.5 is not rev to the moon things, and we'll see if we can get anything to happen here. Well, I'll cut back to it. Alright, we got all 3 carbs gone through. We supposedly should be good to go. So I'm going to get 2-stroke oil, and in the next video we're going to see if we can get this thing running, because I want to get a video out. I don't want to keep all this recording on my phone. I'm pretty sure that dude was lying about this thing running. All the tuning was super out of whack and not consistent throughout the carb. And all the main jets in these 2 carbs were clogged, and the pilots in all 3 were clogged. So that doesn't scream running to me. Or maybe it did run, and that was why it was running so bad. But yeah, we're gonna try and see if we can get the ski. My neighbor has an old one that they don't use, so I'm gonna see if I could get the ski from them. And yeah, it's in overall decent shape. You got the custom on-off switch for it, and then you got the stuff for the hand warmers. Got the pull starter. Yeah, might get a new gas cap, but I'd do that once it runs, because you know, I'm not gonna spend money on cosmetics. That's why I'm focusing on the engine and driving first before I'm gonna go out and get a seat cover, fix up the stitching in the hood, try and do some plastic welding, even though I think this is fiberglass. I'm not certain on that. I'll check. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. That's it for this video. Oh, and this thing is pretty low miles. If you can read that. 2,428. So either that's a new dash or it's got 102,000. But I'm gonna just be hopeful and pretend as if it's got the 2000 original on it. It's got the Indy hood thing going on, where you gotta get it perfect so that it actually seats in the rail, which is really nice because it only seats in one. Oh, I got it in both. Sweet. But yeah, pretty neat. Looks like this is like the most base model ever. All we got a light for is the accessory. And you'd think this being the Indy Special, it at least would have something. Maybe it was supposed to, and that is a replaced dash. Who knows, but yeah, we'll see. See you on the next video. Adios. Alright, we're on a much smaller, lighter duty stand today, but we got gas. It's gotta be mixed by now. that doing that. It's alright. It's alright. Let's get that away from there. Let's get that away from everything. We don't have a choke lever. Let's look at the gas. Let's look at its color. Let's look at its free form. Is it mixed enough? Or am I gonna have to shake it some more? Looks like more shaking's required. This is why I don't like two-strokes. There's so much exercise. We're running 32 to 1 in it. Because oil injection's been deleted. So, alright. We're calling it good there. Let's pop the hood on it. So I can. Ooh. Nice. That's what you want. Belt's off of it. I took the belt off. Because the old owner said that when he started it, it tried to escape. That's not exactly what I want. Fuel on. That on. That on. Or maybe I'll keep it off until I see fuel going through the lines. It's nice. This thing actually works. It's hard to see on the gauge. The gauge isn't really all that see-through. If you look hard enough, you can see through it. But all right, let's start two-stroking out here. Maybe. That should be good for the current moment in time. Let's see, how much gas is that? None. That's none. Alright, let's get those out of there. That's a good idea. It was raining the other day and I seen a little bit of water in here, so I put these over the intake so that we don't water our engine, because this isn't water powered. You seeing any fuel flowing yet? Whew, I'm tired already. This is the art of snowmobiling. It's pulling something over 100 times. New idea. We're coming up with new ideas every second, but I'm getting tired of pulling it over. Got it. Alright, so there's none of this left. So let's try that anyway. Yeah, so as I said, there's none left of that, so that's good. Oh boy. I'm gonna have organ failure by the end of this. We ain't got any starting fluid. And we ain't got any brake parts cleaner. So let's ignore all these bad signs. Be kind of angry if these are backwards, but we'll try it anyway. Hold up, there's a spark plug in this back end here. There's like several. Perfect. Are these spark plugs any good? That one sure isn't. That's not a good sign that both of them look like that. So we're gonna grab a different one. I'm gonna grab a spark plug I know has spark. This spark plug. This one right here, it's some China one. Yo my. But it has spark. I ran it in my dirt bike for a bit. So if we have spark, this guy will make us aware of it. No, it won't, because it doesn't have that thing. These are champion plugs. Another bad sign. NGK or nothing. Alright. So what I've just learned is that the previous owner is very stupid. The kill switch is wired backwards. So 0 means on, and the line means off. So maybe this thing will start up now. Maybe that was the issue the whole time. Probably not. Chances of that are very low, but keep a spark plug on you, I guess. That's the lesson. So hopefully this will start first pull now, and then it'll run away because of everything I've done, probably. Alright. So as you see, nothing happens at all throughout this, so it's cool. So that's pretty nice that it does that. This is unrelated. I'm just looking at things now. I'm trying to catch my breath. Believe it or not, pulling this thing over 3 million times is tiring. Yeah, it's going out the exhaust hole. Don't know what that thing's for then. But hey, it's got an exhaust on it. It's got a exhaust Piper. Okay, it gets to a point, and that point being, I'm gonna do something. Is it stupid? Most definitely. Will it work? Perhaps. We'll see. So what I've done is I've taken this oil and I've put a hole there. This is now my starting fluid bottle. So you see, you take this and then you take your can and you spill it all over the ground. I haven't done it yet, I'm just predicting. Alright, plenty. That's plenty, maybe. Probably not with this thing. So, ignore the fact that you just drilled into it, and now there's like chunks of plastic and stuff at the bottom. And use this little guy to do that. So hopefully, if it backfires, it will light and fire and kill me. That way I don't have to deal with the issues that causes. Alright, so yeah, just dump gas everywhere, basically. All today. Now this cylinder we can actually do something smart on. Except we can't reach that cylinder. Oh yeah, just spray a little more gas on stuff. Alright, good. Alright. So now when it backfires and kills me, there'll be fire everywhere. So luckily it is snowing outside. So hopefully the snow will minimize the damage. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what occurs. That was probably a really dumb thing to do. Let's move the gas can away from here. Let's move the gas can over here. To where there isn't a bomb being made. Oh yeah, buddy. Alright. The idle is too high. And you can tell because it revved too much. But what it did do is it ran. Limited amount of running happening. So let's try and lower these idles. Alright, so after pulling it over 110 times, alright, so it doesn't start anymore. That's a good thing. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try more of this gas. Because that worked a little bit. Alright, yeah, so that's good. Hey, it did backfire, but I didn't die. So that's another thing that happened as well. So let's see it run away again. Yeah, so I think I raised the idle and I didn't lower it because now it's revving more than it was before. But it's running, sorta-ish. But it's generated more compression. We're not going to ask how. We're just going to be happy that that happened. We're going to get that off the exhaust, because that's probably not good. And then I'm going to do some research. And I'm going to pray that that doesn't mean my crank seal's blown out or something. So yeah, that was man, something. Have stuff start working gooder more. I'm gonna try and get it to start, and not start to run away, because that's its issue. I need something to make this taller, because I don't like having, be like an inch tall. Alright, how about that? That's nice. That's real niceage. So now we're going to crank the idle downwards. A lot. Let's watch it run away again. Kinda. Alright, so we don't get to. It'll only start off of this. And I've got a lot of this left. Let's hopefully. Well, we don't have enough gas for another one. I could refill it, but it's just gonna run away anyway, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so these are carburetors, and what they don't do is work. So that's cool, that's nice. I got hair in my mouth, that's cool. So that does that a little bit here and there. Something makes me feel like the carbs aren't working. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I don't have enough gas in here. That could be it. And if that is it, I'm gonna be so upset with myself. If it just fires up after this and runs relatively goodish, that would be sweet. I guess I don't have anything to lose by pouring most of this in here, based on the fact that this is the only two-stroke I own, and the only two-stroke that needs next gas. I'm gonna get a good snowmobile. This is just kind of a one to fix up. It's pretty cool. It's a triple. It's got 3 cylinder rays. That's got to be enough gas. Of course, it probably isn't, but we'll see how full that makes us. Well, we're still at empty, so that's good. Where'd my gloves go? I want those back. My hands are cold in the snow. See, these are all the fun things about winter. Being cold, exercise, you know, fun. Now all the cylinders on the carbs are all different, so it's gonna run like a dead monkey. Hope you're enjoying today's episode of Gavin pulling over a snowmobile. Let's get you in here closer. Watch this. Drop my phone. Oh, didn't it? You thought. I thought too. So don't worry, you're not alone on it. I need you to watch. Right there for me. Tell me what's happening on that planet. So after that, we figured out that it kind of functions a little bit, maybe. Gotta lower the idle. I'm gonna do that off camera. The reason why is because it's gonna include a lot of time taken, and I'm running out of storage. I only got 19 minutes and 58 seconds of footage left that I'm allowed to record, because 4K 60 videos take up a lot of space, and my phone does not have a lot of space. So I'm going to post some videos, and then in part 2, we're going to make this thing functional, maybe, we might. And I don't know. Yeah. Well, see you next time. So now the carbs are adjusted. Someone should have told me that it's 2.5 turns in, not 2.5 turns out. You wait till it's touching the carb. That's why I have my finger here. You wait till you can feel it just barely start pushing upwards on the slide, and then you turn it 2.5 turns in. I'm gonna start at 1 because I still am having like heart problems from when I started it, and it went. This part of the video is vertical, and if you get mad about it, I don't care. Anyone who gets mad at it, I'm gonna block you in a room, and you're gonna have to watch the part where I was zoomed in on the fuel filter for the like 20 minutes. There's no way that was 10 grand, bro. What the? That's quieter than usual. Why does it do that? Where'd he go? Had to do that with my nose. Where'd he go? Jeffrey! Oh, I see him. Look, he's going there. Look, look. Look. Oh, there he goes. He's gonna sneak up on me. He's gonna eat me. He's gonna run up on me. Man, this is scary. I don't like this. Alright, I'll let him. Ooh, oh, there he is. It's Jim Bob. Oh, he's in the wheel. What's up, Jim Bob? Oh, oh, hello. It's a little close for comfort. No, can you not live in there? That's like the one vehicle you're not hey. Hi. Alright, so interesting. Oh, off he goes. He's on an adventure. To where? Not particularly sure. Oh, now he's under there. I feel like he's gonna jump on me. This is spooky. Oh, there he is. Oh, he left. He snuck out. He went through there.